Hello YouTube, welcome to the dojo. You're here with Samurai Man, and today we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012 series, Nickelodeon, Rocksteady, one of the more highly anticipated figures of the series that's been coming out. He's been wanted since before he was even in the show. People have been saying, Rocksteady, yeah, like where's he at? Like everyone was like, we're gonna have him. We got Fish Face and Dog Pound. Where's our Rocksteady and Bebop? And Playmates and Nickelodeon were like, alright, you asked and you shall receive. Rocksteady and Bebop are in the show and now we have toys of them. Yes! So anyways, story behind this guy. He's a Russian commie. He's a dirty commie. Yes, he is. He's got that sickle and hammer. Don't deny it. He's a commie. He came over doing business. Shredder was like not having it. And then I guess he sent him out on a mission, him and Bebop. And they failed. Not Bebop, but Zek, I believe his name is. Went on a mission, failed, and then Shredder punished them by turning them into mutants, which, I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind being a giant rhino creature. Well, maybe a little. But it still looks pretty badass. I like it. One thing to note that I really like is, again, I think they did a good job on the paint. Lots of plentiful paint. Only issue, they missed one thing, well, technically two, is the knuckles. He's got two brass knuckles here. And I'll go and zoom in on them in a sec, but you can see that he's got the sickle there, and then the hammer here, so that's pretty cool. He's got those brass knuckles. They should be in the same gold tone as this spikes and the star here. It's unfortunate that they left out the paint there. I would have loved to have those painted. I think that would have just really added to it, but overall I think they did a pretty decent job on the paint. Not, super spectacular, but not bad also. I still feel like there's a decent amount of color in this guy. So what's really cool is I really like this belt thing he's got going on. He's got like a belt that like crosses over on him all around. He's got the cool star on the middle, pouches all around. I think that looks really cool. Classic camo pants. That is a nod to the original design, camouflage design pants. I really like that. That looks cool. And also shoulder pads. I believe he had shoulder... Actually, no, that was Bebop. Bebop had the shoulder pads, but still cool. I like the design from the back as well. You can see the same thing, and it looks really nice. I don't know what this thing's supposed to be. It makes me think of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. He's got like an exoskeleton on him, like an exosuit. That looks cool. Again, like I said, he does have the green painted camo. Not everywhere, but they got him in some spots. Not the best in all the spots, but appreciate it. I do like the fact that they did paint the pouches on his pants. That's cool. I like that. His feet are molded in very rhinoceros-style feet instead of wearing boots, and it is a tad awkward just because they do have some lift on the front. You can see here they do take they have a little bit of lift off there. They don't match the rest of the foot, but he still stands. You can still get him in a pose, no worries. I mean, he might rock a little. But yeah, he might do that a little, but not a big deal. Again, like I said, he's got this hammer and sickle thing going on. So they are pretty rubbery, and they are kind of hard to get out of his hands. So I'm just going to leave them, actually, just because, what the hey, why bother taking them out? But they look very nice. You can see, there's nothing, crazy about them. They're all in the same color, but glad that they include some really cool accessories. And also, you can see they did paint his eyeballs. You can see he's got white with some blue on there. I'll go and zoom in a sec as well. Only thing they didn't paint is this upper horn. You got this really cool lower horn that's really, like, huge on his nose. What's really awesome is it looks like it exploded out of his face. Like, you could really see that when he mutated. It looks like it was just, like, painful and, just a really insane process. It doesn't look like like on a rhinoceros where it's just kind of, the horn is naturally coming out like your fingernails. Because that's basically, essentially, I think, what the horns are supposed to be, like the same, what they call it, the same stuff your fingernails are made out of. I think it's the same idea. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know rhinoceroses that well, but whatever. My point is that this isn't like that where it's a natural occurrence. It looks like it just kind of like ripped out of his face, and I just think that looks really cool. Same with the back horn, just the way they did it. Another thing to point out is they did paint his teeth. I like that. They got two white here, and then we got one white, one gold, because he's a pimp daddy. That's really awesome. I like that. Clever, clever. The shoulder blades, like I said, are painted with the spikes. That looks nice. Again, if only they did that here, but I can get over it. At least they did mold in the hammer and sickle on them. That's really cool. So just taking a look at this guy a little closer up, you can see lots of molded in detail here. And his skin looks really like crunchy, I guess, real rugged and tough and rough to touch. I mean, obviously it's not, but I like it. I love it. It looks really cool, really bumpy head, and the horns as well. Like I said, nice. Lots of nice little moldings in here, little lines and all that. Like I said, they did paint his eyes white with a blue pupil, so that's cool. I like that. They did it on both sides, so that's really cool. Again, with the teeth, they did that. It looks kind of weird on the teeth on this side. I don't know why. I just feel like it looked really flat. Even though it's not, it's molded. I can see it's molded, but I don't know. I like how it comes down a little. His upper lip comes down a little here. You can see there's a little bit of a point. I think that's a nice little touch there. Like I said, they did mold in the brass knuckles. What it is like, it's not even brass knuckles anymore. What happens is it like melts into his hand, like the knuckles, the brass knuckles fuse his hand. So you can kind of see some like kind of veiny looking features here on the wrist. That's supposed to be like what that is, like it melted onto him. It'd be better if they painted it, then you could definitely tell. But not bad. I still appreciate it. I like it. His fingers are really long, if you notice. I don't know, it stuck out to me that his fingers just look really long. It looks really like diabolical and creepy, so I can get on board with that, but I'm just... The articulation on this guy is incredibly basic, but still nice. His shoulders go rotation around. They don't come out or anything. They just rotate, for the most part, if you don't have any stuff in the way. You can rotate the wrist, though, so that's nice, you know. You don't see that too often, so I do like the fact that his wrists do rotate. His head does rotate as well, but it looks kind of weird. Kind of just like... Looks like his head's getting chopped off, like a samurai, just and his head's just gonna like slide off like a statue, like I don't know, but you can do it. You can rotate it backwards. That looks weird, but hey, that's the thing. I don't know. But also his thighs can come out like that. It looks weird, but it's not like your standard joint. It doesn't come out or anything. It just, they have a rotation here on this line, and that's it with the feet. One big surprise that's kind of noticeable, or kind of cool, is his waist does rotate. It kind of gets in the way here. This junk is, you see, it's all exploding in the back, but it does it. It definitely does it. So that's nice. You know, it's cool. A little bit of extra posability to make up for the lack of, you know, elbows and knees, but I can get on board with that. Cool stuff. So here we have Rocksteady with the more classics design Rocksteady, and they look great together. You can see how they've come and gone. This is how it used to look back in the 80s. Not exactly based on it. It's based on that design, but you can see again the camo pants are the same. Instead of giving him boots, they gave him rhinoceros feet. The horns are a little more menacing on this one, a little smaller on that one. The head shapes are a little different. Let's see, you get the head off. Yeah, this one's kind of just a rounded off head. This one sticks up more. But again, they just look so amazing. They did a great job on both Rocksteadies. This one's a little more human-esque looking, where this one's a little more rhinoceros looking. But I love it. I love what they did with it. I think it's very creative with how they did it with the new 2012 series, and I'm loving it. Here we got Rocksteady with Dog Pound, the new mutant bruiser. He is taking over as the tough guy, big old tough guy. But I like what they got going on here. He is a bit small, as you can see. Even Dog Pound's still pretty big, and Dog Pound's not even that tall compared to the rest of the figures. But I definitely like how they're coming and going. The little more earlier designs of the toys versus the more current ones. I feel like they are putting a little bit more detail in these guys. But at the same time, I think Dog Pound was released before the series started. I think he was part of that wave. I could be wrong, but I think that's why he doesn't feel quite as detailed, just because they're basing it off the show, but the show hadn't been out yet. I think that's what happened. I could be wrong, though. But either way, there you go. Looks really cool. He's not Dog Pound anymore. Now he's Razar, but still. And here we have him next to the Battle Shell Leonardo, and while he is not overly huge compared to him, he is still a tad taller, so that's nice. It is nice that he is bigger, but he's not as big as I wish it would be. Unfortunate, but not bad. It's a great comparison. Still not that bad of a comparison. I think this can work, and I like it. So overall, guys, this is a really nice figure. I am loving it so much more than I thought I was gonna. I really wanted him just because he was Rocksteady. Same with Bebop. But then when I opened it up and I was holding it and playing with them, they are really great figures. They're again, I think Playmates is stepping up their game with the paint a little. I think they are listening. Not with the Mystic Turtles. I don't know if any of you have the Mystic Turtles. I'm hoping that was just because they're going for a certain route with that, but definitely feeling this. Like I said with my Tiger Claw video, the paint jobs are looking a little better, a little more up in the game on the paint. They're adding a little more. Hopefully we can keep that vibe going. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Go ahead and follow me on Tumblr as well as Twitter at Mecation and Instagram at Mechas of Ironheart. You'll find all my pictures, these purchases, what's going on, who's making what, all that good stuff and more. And anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time.